On what, please?
Yeah, because, because of NDC, NPP, the way he has handled me and the way I have spoken harsh words, I think say I'm not being fair to Mahamma. He's such a wonderful. To extend that, Mahamma, former President Mahamma, his wife loves me to death. One day, we're in Parliament and President Mahamma came, he said, hey, come, my brother, come. The way my wife likes you. He said, if I am not alive, the only man in this country that she would love to marry is Agyapong.
Really?
I said, wow. Oh, yes. That is how nice this man was to me. And one day, we're on British Airways. I didn't know the wife. The woman kept staring at me from Heathrow. So when we got to VIP, the woman approached me and gave me a phone to talk. Then President Mahamma, that time he was vice. He started laughing. Oh, you don't even know your wife. That's your wife.
Interesting. But you went hard on him.
Yes, I apologize. I'm a human being.
You're a human being. But that is great.
I'm a human being. I think if I recount back my relationship with him and all those, I think that.
You want to say to him that you're sorry?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So, former President Mahamma, that's one for you. And this one is from David. David was done in your house.
Yes.
Every minister.
Yes, apart from myself.
Matthew Poku Prempe.
Yes.
You had a hand in
yes.
it.
Yes.
Really?
Education minister.
Education minister.
Yes.
The list was done in your house.
Yes. Yes. Heaven to me, if they call him, this is not an insult. It's the truth. Now you ask him the question, why is it that Ujimi brought the Ashanti list from Kumasi to my house at Moving People? And my witness is this one here. And I went first to tell the president, these are,
that you should consider. And you push them.
Yeah, then Ujimi also went there. What do I say? A lot of them, Matthew Poku Prempe, he knows. Because one minister called him and said, and then I came to us, sir. I said, why? I said, we went to president 2 positions, the way he fought for you. And he himself is a minister.
Are you worried that he supported Vice President?
I don't have a problem. You see, I don't have a problem if Napo is supporting it. The way he relates to me,
it's fine.
It's fine. So
That's
I don't have a problem.
problem.
Napo has not gone anywhere to insult me.
Okay.
He measured himself. Abu is another fantastic guy. I did not fight
for
him.
That's Abu Jinapo.
Yeah, I did not fight for him to be a minister. No.
Okay. But he's a great gentleman.
Yes. The way he comports himself. Look, the Northern MPs, they play tribal. Anytime they get to Savannah, Abu will tell you. And I get all the feedbacks.
Oh.
I get all the
So
feedbacks.
you single out Minister for Lands and Natural, Abu Jinapo.
Yeah.
And say that he's a great guy.
Yes. Yes. Napo, great guy.
Great guy.
What do I say?
Who are the not so great guys?
I don't care about them, Don't let us debate.
I'm not debating, I'm just asking you. Yes. But you are bitter. I want you to come
very, very bitter.
Honorable, come
the
down.
Way they have treated me, these MPs. Wow.
Vice President Barumia got over 60% votes in the Super Delegates Conference.
Right.
How will you be able to beat this?
Right. That's 965.
Correct.
Compared to 280,000 delegates. And are you saying that the 965, they are final? Then why did they extend it to 200 if they are the final decision makers? No. So it doesn't reflect anything.
There'll be a showdown.
Yeah.
Some say you are the Donald Trump of the presidential race for election 2024.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree because I've been in politics for over 23 years. So Donald Trump built his business, he just went into politics.
Okay.
But I have built the business and the politics together, so there's difference.
We have loads of messages at this time that we want to get onto social media on Facebook and read some of your, the questions for you, because earlier we asked people to send in questions for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and it's amazing the loads of questions that we have here just for you. You are loved, we must say, and the youth are really, with you. But somebody wants to ask you this, and that's come from Amesi, listening to us in Cape Coast. Says, has he ever suffered a heartbreak from a woman?
Why not?
Oh, you have?
Yes. I mean, you're broken heart. I have a bar. Let me a cosec.
Oh, really? You lose your bearings?
Yeah, why am I not a human being?
What your first heartbreak will be when? You remember which year?
That was 1992 when the Dubai lost the election.
But from a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened? Okay.
I said I got broke. Now me a showman. That time I got broke and the woman left.
Oh, you financed that campaign of a new wine?
Of course.
How much money did you put in that? Remember?
Personally, I gave him $300,000. Then myself and Mr. Opongbu, we used our company to took a loan of $3 million.
Wow!
Yeah.
In 1992?
Yeah.
You were only 32 years?
Yeah.
So you went broke after that?
You see, that is how you have to respect me.
Mm.
Those who underestimate me, it is not very easy for a young man of that age to have $1 million and 31 years down the line, he has consistently been a millionaire and even multiply it 100 folds.
Right.
It is not easy. So if you sit there and you think you have PhD and therefore you are underestimating Agyapong because you didn't go to university, then you are making a big mistake. Wow. So to manage 100 million, 1 million
into 100 million.
Into 150 million.
So now you are worth over $150 million.
More than that.
$300 million?
I won't tell you.
But you said more than $150 million.
More than that. Why not?
We're on your heartbreak. So this woman, what happened after you went broke?
Broke. I got broke. Oh, look, I went through hell because look, she's still pretty.
Oh, she's still pretty. She's still around.
Oh yes.
What did she say to you? She didn't like you. You didn't have the money, so.
They say I got broke.
And she wanted the money.
Yeah.
But it's the love first. If she loved you, she should.
Some women don't think like that. But maybe she's made a mistake when she hears me and all those things,
So when you become president and she comes back, you take her back?
As what? A friend, a good friend. Oh, my wife, no. As a good friend, why? We still have good days. When we meet, we chat, we do everything. No.
Do you still miss that? You wish that she had been your girlfriend?
Every misfortune is a blessing
in disguise.
You see, maybe if she had not left me, my progress would not have been this.
Right.
So you never know.
Interesting. You remember your first kiss?
Oh, look, let's stick to the issues.
No, we'll get to the issues. But also on the lighter side, somebody wants to know. Somebody wants to know from you, your first kiss. You remember that?
I don't.
You don't?
I think I was around 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Interesting. And your first wife is Madam. She runs the Net2 media operations or what?
She's not.
She's not.
Kenneth's mother is.
She
is second.
Oh, she's second. The one who runs Net2.
Yeah.
Interesting. And with all your children, anyone taking after you?
In terms of
business wise.
Of late, Ken is not doing bad.
Why? But before he was doing.
Oh, say youthful exuberance. When I was advising him, he didn't take it. One day he came to me and said, "I want to talk to you, Daddy." So he sat down. He said, "I want to apologize." I said, "Why?" He said, "If I had listened to your advice, I would have gone far in life." And I said, "No, it's not true. If you had listened to my advice, you would have thought that you're missing something out there. Now that you've gone through it and you see that you are not missing anything, it's a lesson to you. So now that you've realized your mistake, go on."
That is deep. And he's made you proud now. Last December, I was at one of his programs, Afrochella, and you came on stage. The youth and that massive support for you. Do you feel proud as a father that your son is a curator and founder of Afrochella?
Oh, yeah, why not?
What did he tell him on that night? Yes.
And they were in South Africa about 4 or 5 days.
5 days ago. Did marvelously well.
And yesterday, the president of Botswana invited him to come, they're going to negotiate with them to, you know. You see, but last year, the Afro you know, the hell they went through. You remember he posted something that he was not going to do it in Ghana and no natural Ghana for his money.
What, he didn't get the support from...
And the frustration, almost billboards. They just go and destroy their billboards.
Who?
You don't know.
They are our own enemies, right?
Yes. And meanwhile, South Africa paid this boy $1.5 million.
To bring Afrochella to South Africa?
Yes.
Is he getting support from the government, Ministry of Tourism and all of that?
In Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana.
No. Now, ministers or the FUNRA and Sobulu.
No, but that's to attract. No, that's to attract tourists.
Master, please stop that.
You don't go with that statement.
We don't need myopic thinkers.
So the Minister of Tourism is yes.
The way Ghana is, we need men with big brains.
Minister of Tourism says when you have a funeral, they'll bring your bus.
He's a myopic thinker. How can you tell us who the funeral and buses they will sell so buru and people were clapping? I said, Jesus Christ, what a country we live in. My tourism ideas, you have no idea.
Share them with us. We want you to tell us. With tourism.
Let me tell you.
Let's take it sector by
Ghana.
sector. Yes.
These young men and women that have gathered here, some of them don't even know that Ghana is the center of the world. Ghana is the center of the world.
That's right.
The latitude 0 degrees and longitude 0 degrees is in Ghana.
Correct. Very good.
And we are not making noise. We are not making noise. We are not marketing Ghana, the center of the world. We could have built a hotel in the sea, like Burj Al Arab in Dubai.
That's right.
Center of the world hotel. Okay? My design here that I want to put on paper. First, the first 5 floors will be the shape of African continent. The second 5 floors will be the shape of Asia. The third 5 floors will be the shape of Europe. The fourth 5 floors will be the shape of South America. The fifth 5 floors will be the shape of America, North America. The fifth 6 floors, the 6 floors will be Australia. So imagine the shape.
And when you become president, you do this
yes.
in Tema.
Yeah, dare me, and I'm going to do it. I like people daring me.
I'm daring you. If you get the mandate, you do that.
You will see what I'm going to do. Look, a black man is capable. That is what I want to inculcate.
So that's one for tourism. Second one for tourism. What would you do? I heard you talking about putting, speed boats and ferries. Yes.
Let me tell you, even the water lake, you go there and no activities.
There's a Dodi Princess.
Oh, please, give me a break. Give me a break. Asa, the way the world is moving, don't mention Dodi Princess to me. I'm asking.
I'm just saying what we have here in Ghana. No, we know that we have the MV. No,
you need to dream big and think big and do things big.
Which I believe in.
And stop doing.
But I'm always saying that what we have currently, you think that is not the best.
Oh,
because we've been to the Dubai Marina. I know. I've been out there to Jersey, and you go to Pleasure Beach. You see what you have. You go out there to Brighton Beach, New York. You know. Exactly.
Look.
So we know it, but why are we not doing it?
That's the question. Now you are not doing. If you put somebody like this minister there, what do you expect?
Let's leave the minister, and then we have some questions for you on X and also on Facebook. This one says, my question is, I will personally vote for him, but I want to know his plans for the Volta region, because the region is NPC and
let me tell you, don't even lie.
Yes.
This morning,
I
met Voltarians and told them, I'll be frank with you, the nature of the land over there, Rollins Accra has done a disservice to his own.
Really?
I swear to God. You see, let's leave politics and the polarization. And the way we indoctrinate people against, oh, no way is Beni, and a way is Rimini, and a way is something. Please, if we don't stop that, we cannot develop this country.
Thank you.
Way NDC ni, way MPP ni. Look, NDC ni be a vision, a chair MPP ni. MPP ni be a vision, a chair NDC ni. So we should bring them together. Promote NDC business, promote NPP business. We are all one country.
Yeah.
Ghana. That's the only way we can move. Look, Volta region. This morning I told them from Ho to Adabu, Adidomi, then Sogakope. I need 12,500 acres of land for ethanol.
Wow.
And if you remember, 2 weeks ago, the G20 in India, they are promoting ethanol.
Yeah.
And the easiest way of getting this ethanol is maize. Maize is cheaper than the cassava one in terms of the process. And 12,500 acres will give you 200,000 liters a day.
A day?
Ethanol. Yes.
And for maize?
Yes.
And Volta region is fertile for that?
Oh, yes, my brother.
Wow.
You see, Northern region, when you compare it to Volta region, a comparative advantage, Volta stands tall because of the nature of the land. Northern region, problem I saw, they said, was the share nut trees, you know, a womb. And share nut tree is also very, very important. So you cannot cut them.
All right. So we'll move on. Lots of questions here. This one is from Akan. And Akan says that Ghana currently gets 5% from its gold, about 15% from oil. Will President Ken Agyapong renegotiate these contracts so Ghana gets at least 51%?
You see, getting 51% is tough, but at least I know Kenya, they get 40% from the minerals.
You're right.
Okay, we have to negotiate well. The word I don't want to hear is carried interest. I don't want to hear that. If I go into partnership with you, and as a country, you, even if you make a mistake and say 10%, if you are mining and you get 100 bars, I know 10% is 10. So give me my 10% bars, gold bars. Let me put it in the Bank of Ghana to show up my reserves.
Yeah.
Case closed. Take whatever you want. I don't want to hear carried interest when the business grows, your interest becomes of no.
Practical. Interesting. We're moving on still to the questions. This one is from Sarah. And well, before Sarah is on, Hafiz says, please ask Honorable Ken Agyapong, why does he always want to reveal his friends' secrets whenever he falls out with them? That is bad. That's from Hafiz.
Who did I reveal his secret? Yeah, he has to tell me.
Okay. So, well, he didn't mention names.
When he goes there, you say that if he has a secret with you, if indeed what he's saying, I'm arguing, if he has a secret with you, and he knows he has a secret with you, why then will he turn around to go and insult you and think that you have to keep this quiet?
That's why you also come out.
Yeah, I'll come out and let the people know who you are.
So if they don't attack you, you don't reveal.
I know a lot, but I don't say anything.
Oh.
But when we attack, then I open the book.
Sharp.
All right. Ask him, any plans for constitutional reform?
Yes.
Like measures to tackle corruption in the past, government and his government?
That alone, you don't need constitutional reforms to tackle corruption.
How will you do that?
Corruption, patriotism, honesty, and discipline. I'll use the discipline and honesty to tackle corruption. You see, in this country, Borla here has been given opportunity to be CEO to run this place.
Right.
My ultimate aim of setting up this business for you is to maximize profit.
Correct.
But to maximize profit, the first 5 years, I want to break even to stay in business. Then after that, I want a. Now, dear, what about you, 10 years, still, no money is coming to me. When I fire you, then they go and bring a pastor,
A judge,
a politician, a chief to come and beg.
You not have none.
No, hell no. When you are fired, you are fired. It's close. Elsewhere, systems are working because there is no chief to beg. there is no pastor to beg. There is no priest. There is no politician to call and threaten. Even your own business, a private business, if somebody does something wrong and you fire him, then a politician will call you and threaten you.
You have none of that.
Can you do that in America? No. So when we have this kind of discipline and the barriers that we create, that look, we are not going to tolerate that. Anybody who makes a mistake will be punished.
Right.
That is the only way we can stop corruption.
So that's what we have offices like the special prosecutor. We have, you know, other.
Again, you know, you know what?
No.
If indeed the police, CID, and the rest will do their work well, with all due respect, you don't even need special prosecutor.
Okay.
If the judges will also do their work well, you don't even need a special prosecutor.
So you mean to say that they're not doing their job well?
No, I wouldn't say that. You know, it's the president's choice to create the special prosecutor's position. I don't have a problem. But I'm telling you that the very day they give opportunity to Agyapong to swear in as president, every Ghanaian will, his mind will go anti-clockwise to change it. Because you are here talking about polygamy. The population of Rwanda is 13 million. And 13 million now is all over the world. Why can't 32 million do same?
They have a national career. Rwanda is doing very well.
Yeah, and it's all discipline. If you are disciplined, you'll be able to check corruption. As simple as that.
Okay, so this one is coming from Sarah. Sarah says, is he going to prosecute NPP, corrupt MPs and ministers, and also public sector officers?
You see, whoever makes a mistake or embezzle funds at the expense of the country, irrespective of your party position, you'll be punished. It's close.
Interesting.
Ghana first.
The educational system, and this one says, are you going to ensure equal opportunities for all students regardless of their socio-economic background?
That's a very tough question. You know, I know where he's coming from.
Right.
You know, to be honest with you, what President Akufo-Addo has done, coming from that poor background, I think he's done marvelously well. But the question, what he's seeking to know, is that even Agyapong's children, will they enjoy free SHS?
Right.
Which I think is...
What is your answer to that?
Yeah, my answer to that is I'll make sure those who can afford pay.
So it means that you are going to review it?
Yeah, I can review it, but to be honest with you, going to, because look, let me give you one example. In America, those who go to private high schools, they seldom get scholarships to go to top universities. Because they know you can afford. That's why you went to private school. So if you go to private school and you score high, they will give it to those who went to public school. They think the public school, their parents don't have enough, and therefore they will do that. They will give them scholarships. So America, even the free SHS or free education is not a blanket check.
Okay.
What I think President Akufo-Addo has done very well with this is the free SHS. But the problem is some parents, even admission fee, exams fee, government is paying. How? Uniform.
You abolish that.
Government is paying. But the problem, his daughter got 8 once and went to, she got admission to one of the top high schools. And they said free SHS. The list they gave him, the father, I had to give 10,000.
Senior, wow.
Yeah, how do you call that free?
Yes,
and do you blame President Akufo-Addo for
so people are still paying regardless?
Yeah. They buy the things.
Yeah.
If they say toilet roll instead of 1 pack, yeah, he's here.
10,000 Ghana cedis.
Ask him, he's here. You see, first man come go school reading, but now they say
yeah, reformed man.
Yeah.
Yes, no doubt. I want to know, and for me, your first 100 days, what policies will you put in?
To conscientize Ghanaians and change the mindset of Ghanaians. We need to change the mindset of Ghanaians and inculcate this into them: patriotism, honesty, and discipline. Patriotism is just like the Bible. Love your neighbor as yourself. If you are patriotic, you're not going to embezzle state funds. If you are patriotic, you will not destroy government property. You know, those things. So we have to inculcate that into Ghanaians. Because, look, when you go to America and you see Ghanaians with American passport, they are so proud to be Americans. Europe, UK, they are so proud to be British. But Ghanaians are not proud of their own country because they have no jobs and all those things. So we need first to conscientize Ghanaians to change their mindset and inculcate this patriotism, honesty, and discipline into them. Example of discipline, America said, we're going to allow national service students to go to military for 6 months.
And then you will ensure that happens.
Yes.
We're coming down, it's still on the message. This one says, Borla, thanks so much for bringing Honorable Kennedy Agyapong into your studios. Today, as a lawyer, I've actually, been able to understand his policies for Ghana. God bless him. And that's from Eja coming to you, and he says, congratulations to you. We want to just get also to the lighter side of Kennedy Agyapong as we, unwind and get to know you better. How do you relax? What do you do in that time that you want to take it easy?